What's up, guys? In this video we're going to be going over the divisions in Call of Duty World War II. There's been a lot of buzz surrounding them since there's no more create a class system any longer, and really just what each division does, their perks and specialties, and this video is going to cover that. This video is credited to Call of Duty's Multiplayer's website, so go check that out. Enjoy!
Attention! Welcome to the Resistance. We do not have the luxury of time as our enemies are closing in, so I will be brief. This is no longer our home. It is enemy territory, and I, for one, cannot stand by any longer. It is our duty to fight back. We are the pioneers of a new expeditionary force, specializing in sabotage and covert operations. We will strike at the enemy from within. We operate by night, raiding supply points for weapons and explosives. These raids have left us well-stocked with enemy magazines and tactical ordnance. We assemble weapons from whatever materials are available, including the incendiary shotgun shells that spark flames, creating a hailstorm of fire that consume our enemies. A shotgun is our weapon of choice because it is ideal for close combat. The 1897 pump shotgun is the preferred model. It is a 12-gauge weapon that fires a devastating double-out blast of buckshot. If you want to join us, you must be willing to sacrifice everything for the good of your countrymen. We are the French Expeditionary Force. We are the fire that will burn down the Axis Empire to the ground. Vive la Résistance! Vive la France!
I'm Captain John P. Andrews, and I'm here to recruit you to the U.S. Army Infantry. As infantrymen, you will experience more combat than any other branch in our multinational force. You will be the tip of the spear. For that reason, you'll receive individual skills training and be made fit to fight. The instruction you'll receive emphasizes individual rifle marksmanship and hand-to-hand combat, so you will be able to engage the enemy at any range. At longer engagement distances, you will rely on your skills as infantry riflemen to destroy the enemy. Up close, you will receive instructions on how to fight with the bayonet. Your primary weapon will be the 9.5-pound M1 rifle. It is a gas-operated semi-automatic rifle that feeds from an 8-round end-block clip. It is ideal for engaging the enemy at all ranges. You will also be issued the 1911 self-loading pistol as well as Mark II fragmentation hand grenades. Trust me, you're going to need every one of these weapons. You will become proficient with these weapons. You will learn their proper care and maintenance procedures. Ultimately, you will learn to strike fear into the hearts of your enemy. There will be times that you feel your training is unnecessarily harsh, but sweat in training saves blood in battle. Rest assured that you will not leave this training center without the skills you need to survive in combat. Axis totalitarianism and fascism must be destroyed, and you can bet your bottom dollar that the U.S. Army infantrymen who graduate this training center will be leading that charge. If you make it overseas to confront the enemy, I want you to remember this. As long as you have your brothers in arms and your rifle, you are unstoppable. And if something tries to stop you, show them what a bayonet can do to anything in the way. Let's get to work.
Welcome to the Airborne. We are the most well-trained, physically fit, and battle-ready unit in the U.S. Army. If you're not ready for combat at the very front of the attack, if you're not ready to be surrounded by the enemy, then this isn't the unit for you, because that's how we fight. Being a Sky Soldier requires peak physical fitness, mental and emotional toughness, and unhesitating courage. We descend under open parachute canopies in the dark of night. The enemy is terrified of us. Every airborne paratrooper is outfitted with a submachine gun suppressor to hide muzzle flash and keep quiet, which helps you stay hidden from enemy reconnaissance. There's also smoke grenades to confuse and distract the enemy during assaults. Our main objective is to engage and destroy enemy forces and to seize, secure, and control terrain features like bridges and causeways. We fight like hell to hold a position until ground forces can reach and relieve us. It doesn't get any more dangerous than this. We're the first in the fight, and we're the last thing opposition wants to see. We are hunters from the sky. If you think you've got the guts, then gear up, get on board, and let's go kick some Axis ass.
Pay close attention. The sooner we get the introductions out of the way, the sooner we can get to blowing things up. My name is Major James Parks of the Royal British Armoured Division. Our armoured forces have one mission, and one mission only: engage and destroy the enemy. We specialise in direct combat with opposing armoured forces, strong points, and fighting positions. And we're also frequently called upon to provide for direct fire support for our comrades in the infantry. To fulfill this mission requires our personnel to be aggressive. And because we are aggressive, we have to be one of the best armed, best equipped, and best supplied fighting forces on the battlefield. Consequently, you will regularly be working with the most innovative weapons and ammunition types our ordnance industries back home can provide. As an example, a weapon that is issued in our branch down to the squad level is the light machine gun. It can be vehicle mounted or dismounted, and fired from its bipod. Either way, this is one of the most effective automatic weapons, which has been found to have a devastating effect against light-armored German fighting vehicles. Now for the real beauty, the M1 bazooka. This fellow will stop a tank in its tracks, or give an enemy bunker a right good thrashing. And they call it a secondary weapon. Finally, you'll receive instruction in the use of the number 74 anti-tank hand grenade, better known as the sticky bomb. In other words, you're all about to be transformed into highly motivated and deadly war machines. As a member of the Armoured Division, it will be your duty to clear the way for our brothers in arms. If we don't do our job, then they can't do theirs. We fight for king and country, but most of all, we fight for each other. It is an honor to be armored. Never forget that. Now, let's get started, shall we?
Welcome, soldiers, to the Canadian Mountain Division, the most elite unit in the entire Allied Armed Forces. If you want to run headlong into Axis strongholds, try the infantry. But if you want to make your shot count, then we have a place for you. I'd like to introduce you to your new best friend, the M1903 rifle. At 8 pounds 11 ounces of wood and steel, it's the most precise sniper rifle ever calibrated. This weapon is accurate for more than 1,000 meters. The scope on top is for more than just targeting. You are the eyes of the unit. You take in everything. The whole world lives between your crosshairs. Find your vantage point and execute the mission. And if you're worried about the enemy finding your position, meet your rifle's little sister, Betty. You might have heard it called the S-Mine, but Bouncy Betty's more personal, eh? By the time the enemy makes it to your position, you're long gone. And they meet Betty. She pops up to waist height and spews shrapnel in every direction. Atta girl. We use stealth, but if detected, we can pop smoke to obscure our movements. They can't hear us, they can't see us. By the time they detect us, it's too late. If you have a keen eye and a steady hand, if you have the patience to wait for the perfect shot, if you can quiet the world around you and do what needs to be done, then look nowhere else but the Mountain Division.
All right, guys, there we have it. We know our divisions, we know the perks, we know the loadouts. Next video, we'll go over a brief breakdown of each and how it's going to affect the overall gameplay since there is no more created class. So, guys, leave a like if you like this video, if you like the way Call of Duty is headed with this. If you have not yet subscribed, if you like it, love it, and you want more of it, please do so. And I'll catch you guys in the next vid. Peace.